Hi nerds! So, just got out of Avengers Age of Ultron. Kelly Day Miller here in the dark pitch blackness. It's not pitch black, it's just the camera can't pick it up. With my post-Avengers nerd bite, and oh my goodness. I don't even really know where to begin. Clearly I loved it, but the scope of, like, all the actors have been saying, oh, it's a big movie, it's a big movie. It's a fucking huge movie. Like, never, things that I have never seen before. And I watch me a lot of movies. But what I found myself, I'm not gonna spoil anything. So what I found myself going is, like, there was so much action. It's amazing, beautiful watching, and I wanted, and there was a really beautiful and delicate layering of really heartfelt and intricate stories, and I found myself just going, I want to see more of that. It's not because it wasn't there, it's because there was so much action going on I couldn't spend more time on it, which is fine. Fine, and I get it, but it made me want all of the stories, more things, all the time, going downstairs, look, where's my car? My car is down one more. And it was just, no, still no spoilers, but you're gonna see some old favorites that you might recognize from some other films in the Marvel Universe. And I saw it at the ArcLight, Sherman Oaks, where I'm currently living. And at the end of it, they had this thing. I've never seen a film that wasn't like a preview-free movie at an ArcLight before. What they have is this cool conversation, ArcLight conversations, or ArcLight talks. And what it kind of is they have a correspondent do an interview with the stars of the film, and what they essentially do is a talk back, live theater style, and where the we only got to hear a few of the interviewers' questions, but based on their responses, they kind of asked questions the way a live audience would. And at the very end of it, clearly the question was something like, what advice would you give to actors? And Jeremy Renner was very dad about it. He said, if there's something else you love more, do it. Colby Smulders, big advocate of theater. Chris Hemsworth was just saying, like, work ethic and connections and just working really hard. And my husband Chris Evans said, he brought up one of my favorite sayings as well, and Miss Phaedra Harris will recognize this, is luck is opportunity meets preparation. And what he remarked is that I like that saying, but it is a lot of luck, because he was saying, it was nice to hear him talking about it. He said, I know some phenomenal actors that are just not working, and not that that's encouraging, but I gotta keep it real, you know. I did not see it in 3D. I cannot wait to, because this will not be my only viewing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just pushing my glasses up. Whoopsie. I missed Loki. The film was heavier, because the subject matter was a little heavier, but it was also, it was a lot more to do with fear. It was how do I put this? It was psychologically darker. It wasn't visually darker. They weren't pulling a DC films on us. What they were dealing with was much more emotional and cerebral, and it was less fun because of that, and less fun because no Loki showed up. So, I mean, not that he was going to. Spoiler alert if you don't know what's coming and you stopped watching things. I thought Paul Bettany as Vision was just fascinating. And I wanted more of him. I wanted more of everybody that we only saw bits and pieces of, and we only kind of really saw bits and pieces of everybody because it was such a story-driven film, a story driven by these characters. But there was so much story that, like, we didn't get to hang out with the characters as much, really. As we hung out with them, but like I said, it was heavier, so it was just as brilliant, a little less fun. That does not take away from its grandeur and enjoyment factor by any stretch of the imagination, and it's definitely a film that requires multiple viewings, only if for no other reason than to see what you could not possibly have caught in just one viewing, and that's always wonderful. More on this as I see it later, see it again, and I'll talk to you nerds tomorrow. Alright, bye everybody! Kelly Renee Miller, post Avengers Nerd Bite. Peace out!